Hello everyone and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. This is Colin and today I'm going to do one of my rare unboxings because I'm so excited for this game. We have Valheim, the Deluxe Edition. I backed this just recently came. This is a 1 to 4 player survival game, cooperative game. You're trying to complete different scenarios. Makes me think a little bit of Robinson Crusoe in that way, but the art is what pulled me into this and I love the theme. Mike from One Stop did a preview playthrough and that's really what sold me on this. So we're going to walk through the different components that are included in this deluxe edition, starting with the Neoprene game mat, because I'll probably unbox everything on there because I love my game mats. My wife doesn't, but I do. And then we'll go into the box and we'll end with the extra stuff. Let's do it. Here we have the playmat for the game. We're likely going to be placing island tiles out on the board. Nice and simple. Not a ton of places to place certain items on there. It's kind of an open type of game mat. I like that in a lot of ways. So here we'll be unboxing most of the rest of the items. Just to show you a quick comparison for the box itself, this is the Valheim Deluxe Box. Here's Nemo's War. That's kind of a standard size box set. So you can see it is substantially thicker. It will fit on a calyx, but it's going to take up most of it. Once we pop open that lid, this thing is totally full on the inside. Here we have the rules. It looks like it's about 50 pages. 52, but I do feel like a lot of this has pictures. I don't think this will be too terribly difficult to learn. I will spend some time with this and let you know when we do the playthrough what I think about that. They also have a nice thank you letter here. If you know Mood Publishing, they also did Deep Rock Galactic, and that game is quality. That was the other thing that drew me to this, is I know they make quality games. So they have a nice just little note here, and you can check that out as well. What is this? We're on a mission to create fun and memorable games. Let's hope this is one. We have a scenario book, so this is a scenario-based game, and we're going to be taking on different scenarios, and you can see the different tiles and how they set them up. Don't want to spoil too much, but look at that art. Yep, love it. Absolutely love it. We have a couple stickers here. I'm assuming we're going to have to put that on certain items. We also have 2 different cards here that are references, dice, effects, resources, as well as all the different furniture, because who doesn't love making furniture? Now, I think this is interesting. I do have the deluxe edition, so there are GameFound exclusives, and they have the different exclusives here, what they are, and I do love when they do that so that you're not trying to figure out while you're playing, well, how does this work? Why don't I see this in the rules? Oh yeah, it's because it's an exclusive. So they have all that information here. Next up, we have a game tutorial. I do love this. This is something that most new games are coming out with, a tutorial scenario, and I think that's super helpful to learn the game. Likely, this will not be the one that I record. I'd prefer to record a full session of the game, but this will help me jump in. And look, it's not too long. If you look at this, it's only 4 pages long. You'll be able to jump right in. The next item in our box is how you set up all the different pieces. Look at all of this. Look at these miniatures. PJ, you want to do some painting? I'll have to see if I love this game, but if I do, those are going to look awesome painted. Let's see, is this dual-sided? It is. It also shows you how to set up the boat on the back, or I should say the house, it looks like. Next, we have the board version of the Neoprene Mat. So if you have the Neoprene Mat, you don't need to use this board. I will probably be using the mat. I like mats over boards, but you have the option of either. Next in the box is a huge set of punch outs. We have tons of tiles here. Let's punch one out. Ooh, they do feel nice and thick. I like that. Sometimes you get kind of whimsy ones. These ones are not whimsy. Oh, look at, you've got some snow ones. Oh, I love how these look. We have some negative frozen tokens over here. Oh, these look so cool. Ooh, then we've got a different area. These are poison over in this region. We have tombstones right over here. This over here is the campaign board. We have some Forsaken Power tokens over here. And I believe that's a unique type of tile that we can explore. This is cool. Whoa, look at all of these. These are the double-sided upgrade skill tokens. Let's see, on the other side, do they have other abilities? Oh no, these ones are just different levels of abilities, level 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now we have the double-sided Forsaken boards. So there are 4 Forsaken, 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. You can just see how wonderful this art looks. Oh, it's so awesome. Okay, this is how you're going to set up your food and equipment board. You're going to put this around your house. We have tons and tons of tokens. This board is the double-sided enemy board. These are all the different consumables that we can potentially find. Some treasures. We've got fire. Yeah, here we go. Here's even more of these tokens. And let's flip these over. Yeah, so these are all more 1s, 2s, and 3s as well. So you'll sort those all by the different types. We have Power of Odin tokens for these ones. We have some black forest tiles as well as one more meadow tile, I believe, because there's, I think, 5 of each type, 5 or 6 of each type. So that's why we have so many. Yeah, here's some swamp and here's another meadow tile. Look at all of this stuff to punch. Yeah, this is where you're going to place the house when you build it. Here's some of the furniture tokens, but we're lucky enough. I have the furniture expansion, so we'll probably be using those 3D furniture tokens instead. Here we have the 7 parts to set up the wooden house. When this is put all together, it's going to be 3D and look so cool. Next in the box are the 4 different player boards, and these boards are dual layered. Great, easy to use. You've got 3 locations for things. Each time you play, you're going to randomize. This is where you're going to draw 2 random trait skills and place one here. You'll place 2 random occupation skills, or draw them, choose one of the 2, and then you'll also draw 2 random Power of Odin skills, and that's going to be placed here, choosing one, so that way every time you play, you have a unique Viking that's trying to complete whatever scenario objective you have. So there are 4 different characters, but each one will have unique setups based upon your random draws. The red area here tracks your health, and the yellow area tracks your stamina. And there will be a miniature that matches each of the different characters. This looks like the area where you can hold different consumables as well. Next up, we have trays galore. I'm going to have to spend some time putting all of our tokens in here. Here are the 4 heroes that we can play. Here we have our first hero. Look at how awesome and detailed this miniature is. It'll look so cool painted. We have our ranger type hero. He looks super cool. We have a shield maiden type hero, and she's got that shield on the back. She can pull out an one-handed sword. And then an exploration type of hero here as well, with a shield on the back and a spear with lots to drink and ready to go. You can assume with a crafting survival game, you're going to have lots of different resources, and we saw most of them as punch-outs, but it looks like we have, with the deluxe version, these nice upgraded tokens. They're not acrylic. I don't exactly know what type they are, but they are nice. They look to be screen printed. I do wonder if you use these a ton, they might start wearing off a little bit, but they still look really nice. And I don't think it's an issue. We'll have to see as we play with them, but they are beautiful. Next in the box, we have something that will house your house that you build. So this, it looks like they do assume you'll take it down and put it up all the time. So we'll see how well that lasts as well. This does feel like nicer cardboard. So we'll make sure to talk about that during the playthrough to see how I feel. I'll have put it up and taken it down at least a couple times by then, and we'll see if we feel like that's an issue. But it's nice that they have a place to store it. Some games you can actually store it 3D. I'm thinking of Dead Reckoning. They actually have an area where you can store your ship, but that's not often. Usually it's like this, which makes sense. Underneath that, we have tons of cards, cubes, tokens, dice. Let's dig in. First things first, we have our tutorial deck. I can show you this one because it's just the introduction one, and you would need to see this. It's actually 55 cards. I didn't think it was going to be that big, but it looks like you go through these 55 cards. They're going to teach you the majority of what you need from the game with those cards. So that is going to be your bread and butter at the beginning, the first time that you play. Once again, I don't think I'm going to do this scenario. I'll do a more advanced one because I think that'd be more fun, but I'm going to walk through this so I can learn the game. Our next set of cards are the 25 arena cards. There are 7 of the Eikthyr, 6 of the Elder, 6 of the Motor, and 6 of the Bone Mass. I'm just going to show you one from each. I don't want to spoil too much. Sludge Soup, the Feral Fiend. We have here the Invulnerable Troll, and then over here we have the Shock Attack. But I don't want to show you anything else. These look really cool. I'm sure we will explore these as we play the game. Here are the cards for the 4 Forsaken we're going to try and take down during our games. We can see their beautiful art on this side, and on the other side they've got additional information about how combat works for them. Once again, I don't know if that's spoilery or not, so I'm not going to flip all of them, but nice that we have all those cards easily accessible. We then have some creature and Forsaken cards, and what's cool about these is they are dual-sided, so you'll have different enemies on either side. Not sure how they will work during our games, but excited to encounter them. I have a feeling that the more there's here, the worse they are. Look at that skeleton. Probably comes back to life or something. For each of the Forsaken, we also have an event deck. I'm not going to show you all of these, but let's look at one for each. We've got Mystic Fungus. We've got an Old Cabin. That doesn't sound great. What's in that Old Cabin? Oh, All is Quiet. That's a great one to flip for now. And this one, we've got Enable Mushrooms. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Barrett would love this game. There's mushrooms. Oh, this one says All Quiet for now again. Oh, look at that. Terror from Above. That doesn't look great. So these are going to be events. Likely we're drawing them each round or because of certain things happening in the game. And you'll set up a certain selection of these based upon which of these Forsaken ones you're trying to take down. There's a separate pack in the box with these specific cards. I have a feeling these are all of the Game Found exclusive ones. We probably can just add them to our sets because you can see there's ones for all the different Forsaken ones. There's more events. There's more enemies. So I'm likely just going to be able to slide all those into those decks we've just seen. That will finish off the regular size cards. There's also a set of small size cards. Oh, I do want to mention 4-player aids. Very helpful. They do look pretty basic, so we'll see if they're super helpful when we play the game. We have 3 different sets of small cards. We have our equipment cards. There's 32 of those. We have 12 Haldor cards and 9 food cards. Let's look at a couple of these. For our items, it looks like we can get some weapons. We've got a flint axe, a pickaxe, a club. Let's see, we got a hunt bowman. I have a feeling that's better. We've got a bronze helmet. Looks like this gives us dice. That's probably the cost. It's likely going to cause you to hold or use 2 of your hands. This one here, if you're trying to get a mineral, it's likely going to make it easier. You get a +1 on your green dice. So yeah, they'll have all the stats that you need. You probably can't use multiples of these that take up 2 hands. But yeah, these are cool. So these are going to be our equipment that we find. In any game with crafting, you know food is very important, so we're probably going to find these food cards and get lovely looking food. What is that? Queen's Jam? Oh, that sounds tasty. Oh, honey. Honey, what is it? Honey roasted nuts and fruits. Oh, look at that. It's almost Thanksgiving. Yeah, so that's the food cards. And these Haldor cards look to be extra special. Bone Tower Shield. Look at this. It's probably quite expensive. That's what those tokens probably are. You have to spend those to get some of these. Oh my gosh. Look at that Root Harnsnick. We've got a Stag Breaker. Look at that thing. I would not want to get it. It probably does some sort of crush damage. Oh, yeah. So I don't want to spoil too much, but those are the small cards. Once again, there's a small pack in the box with 4 additional cards. Looks like it's all equipment. I have a feeling these are all Game Found exclusives. Oh, the Cultivator. Yeah, likely these are all exclusives. There's only 10 dice in the game. We have 2 defense dice. We have 2 red attack, which is probably better than the yellow 2 yellow attack. We have a 1 collect, so you can collect different resources, and 3 damage dice. I do feel like this is a good time to show the premium dice in comparison. I like them, but wow, they are sometimes hard to read. Why is it that premium dice can be that way? I mean, I guess I can see it's only an axe. That's not terrible. I think I'll probably use the regular dice for when I actually record, but the premium dice do look nice. The outside looks really pretty, but the other ones are just nice and clean, right? And sometimes when you're rolling the dice, is that a miss or is there something there? But yeah, it's a straight replacement of the 10 dice. The final piece in the base box is, you betcha, the miniatures. I love these miniatures. This is what I was super excited for. We can see our 4 Forsaken right here. This is Eikthyr, the deer-looking Forsaken one. Looks so cool. We have the Elder next, almost like a bad version of an Ent. And yeah, you can see there's a stone inside of there with roots and everything. Oh, this guy looks so awesome. I'm going to give you one guess as to where Motor comes from. Probably the swamp, right? Look at this guy. He's got some sort of chain around. Oh, no, it's not. It's bone. He's got bone around him. And his face, oh, this looks so incredibly grotesque and amazing. There's little skulls inside of there. And I apologize, that was bone mass probably. This is motor. This is motor. Because that one definitely has bones all over it. I think at least, I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I'm going to go with. Dragon looking guy. Yeah, he is going to be fun to take down. Otherwise, we have some other miniatures for all the different enemy types. I do love that we even have boat miniatures. Boat miniatures, that's so cool. So this will be at the bottom of the box. Everything else will be on top of it. You can see there's not a ton of miniatures here, but oh boy, if you could get these painted. Look at this rock guy. This rock guy wouldn't be terrible to paint, but yeah, I cannot wait to explore this game. All right, that was what was in the base box. Let's look at the couple small expansion pieces that I have as well. Why don't we take a look at the wooden furniture standees? Well, these look really nice. They're basically upgraded cardboard components, right? They're actually made of wood. You'll be able to place them like so, and then they'll stand up. Now it looks terrible when I'm shooting from straight down, but they will stand up and look 3D to you on the table. Now there were standees in the box, so you could use the cardboard pieces, I'm assuming as well for standees, and so they'll still give you that 3D feel, but these are nicer components. They're wood. Yeah, it kind of gets you into that Vikings feel. I like them a lot. I think it's a good replacement for the cardboard. We have what I believe is a first player token that is metal. Looks really nice. That'll be great to use for our playthrough. There is a card sleeve bundle that we've come with. Now, I don't record with sleeves, so I'm not going to sleeve everything yet, but if I love this game, I will be sleeving them. Absolutely, for sure. I will say the sleeves are clear on both sides, so it's not like there's art on one side, so you do not need this. You can just use your own sleeves. Barrett loves his what is it, I can't remember the name of the sleeves. I like Sleeve Kings in general. They're not the greatest, but they certainly get the job done. We then have our Haldor's Hoard. Now this actually shows us what's in here. Let's open it up. Whoa, I really like what's in this box. So this is the merchant that we're going to be dealing with. That's why it's called Haldor's Hoard. And this is actually a token thing that can hold the cards and you can open up his hoard. They also give you actual coins, so I'm assuming those other ones I can get rid of. I can use these coins. I love real coins in games. It makes my day. Not to mention, we now have holographic Hoard cards. I probably won't use that during the playthrough because it might be hard to see them. They might reflect funny, but you get those for, I think it's 12. Yeah, 12 holographic Haldor cards and 2 holographic Odin cards. So you have all of those, and they fit in here just nicely. And then you can close this up. Oh, that's awesome. And of course you have the miniature. And then you have this. So I have the first print collector's edition, 4,448 out of 5,911. So you can have that, and you know which version is yours. Well, that's pretty cool. The final piece to look at is the dice tower. Now, I don't think I'm going to make this yet. I want to spend some time to do that, but let's look at the different pieces. Now, this looks pretty dang cool. If you don't mind assembling, look, it's probably going to come down this tower that goes right next to this building to roll your dice. This is so cool. This is what you'll set it on, and we have the pieces to make it here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make that for the playthrough because that's just too much fun. Who doesn't love a dice tower? It makes me think of Lord of the Rings. I love dropping down my dice in that Lord of the Rings Fate of the Fellowship game with that dice tower. So yeah, we're probably gonna be building that. I can't forget the dice tray that we also have just in case you want to use the dice tray instead. Nice, it's nice and sturdy. It does lie flat. If you have any of the Chip Theory ones, kind of similar to that. A nice leatherish feel. Not the highest quality of all type, but it certainly works. And I would say the dice roll nice in here. Well, there you have it. That was the unboxing of Valheim, the deluxe edition. I cannot wait to show this to you. If you have any recommendations of what scenario to play or which one of the elders to take down, let me know in the comments below. And as always, I want to give a huge shout out to our patrons and subscribers. It's because of you that Barrett and I do what we do on this channel. And if you're excited to see what Barrett and I have coming next, including a playthrough of this game, then I need you to meet me at the table. Goodbye, everyone.